Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, welcome back to another episode, long awaited episode of Clone Wars Thursday Throwbacks. We're jumping back into the Clone Wars, whenever I feel like it. I'm not going to make this a weekly thing. That's the reason why I sort of pulled away from doing that. It just became too hard to try and get as much content done every single week. So I'm just going to do this when I feel like it. It might be every week for a couple of weeks. It might then trail off. But, it's always been in the back of my mind to continue on with the Clone Wars Thursday Throwback series that I started probably 12 months ago. Got to a few videos and then decided I was going to keep going. And then, I decided to just pull back a little bit and just needed to mentally recharge. But we're back to talk about Captain Rex. The last video I actually did, we looked at the Snow version of Captain Rex from Auto Plutonia from that early Clone Wars episode. So I'll leave a link at the end of the video if you want to check out Snow Rex. Now this is CW01 from the Dark Skies packaging, but the figure I have here is a little bit of an amalgamation of a couple of different Rexes that have been released over the years. And this was just a conceited effort by me to come up with the perfect Phase 1 Clone Wars animated Captain Rex. So you will see some differences on the card back, such as the longer helmet, which I have here. There was a change in sculpt. So this was the earliest helmet, which is the one that came with this figure in this packaging. The helmet I currently have on the figure, I believe, is from the ARC Troopers Battle Pack, which came with Colt and a couple of other troopers. I think it was Colt, Blitz, and then an interpretation of Fordo in this sort of 2008 animated style. I do have the Colt, but I don't have the Blitz in the animated versions. It was only the one ARC Trooper. Or was it Blitz? No, it wasn't Blitz. Blitz was the yellow. Anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have that battle pack. From memory, I think I picked up another Rex on Tung Hori or something back in the day, mainly just to get the helmet. And sadly that the rest of the figure is, it's been used for custom fodder and stuff over the years. This is going back to 2010, so we're already looking back 15 years ago to this release. In Shadows of the Dark Side packaging, as it was referred to. Blue Shadows, but yeah, great image, great card back. Pop that there, and we'll get a look at the figure. So again, I went with the slightly more accurate helmet, which sort of, at this point in time, it kind of feels a little bit misshapen, but it's not too bad. This helmet was also included on there was one with like a jet propulsion pack, a Captain Rex with a jet propulsion pack. He had a soft goods Karma, and that was probably one of the latest of the animated Captain Rex releases. And I feel like I had that one at one point too, but yeah, my memory eludes me. It gets harder to remember crap as you get older. But as you can see, the helmets side by side there, they're just ever so different. If I can focus up, that'd be great. So yeah, the one on the right's definitely got that sort of elongated look. Which is cool. And I still keep this on my Clone Wars shelf just as a little memento. You can see he's got the J guys on top of the helmet there, which looks nice. The pauldron is glued down. So if I wanted to see if this was the jet propulsion one, I can't because it's the hole that would have pegged into is glued on. So, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure this is the standard, the original Captain Rex. But yeah. My memory eludes me, but I thought we'd take a look at him anyway. So if you are looking to track down a Captain Rex, do some research and maybe the jet propulsion one is a good one to go for if you want the soft goods Karma. Or if you can find this version, which is most likely attributed to the ARC Troopers Battle Pack, although he has the original head from the 2008 release. It doesn't really look all that great by today's standards. It almost looks like the face is too big for the head. But, you know, we've had a good bunch of Captain Rexes, including the most recent Black Series live-action interpretation of Phase 1 Captain Rex, which is absolutely fantastic. He's got his two pistols, which is nice. And we've got him on a Kessel Run stand, KR stands. Get them at kesselrunhere.com. That's where we make them, we design them. They're good stands. But yeah, this is still a nice Captain Rex with the helmet on, mind you, because the head isn't great. But you know, the Clone Wars line is still one of my favourites of all time. The animated Clone Wars line, just incredible figures. Articulation was fantastic. You had a ball jointed head, ball hinges at the shoulders, elbows and wrists. You had the torso joint there. You had the swivels at the hips, ball hinges at the knees, and ball hinges in the ankles. So yeah, solid version of Captain Rex. Still one of my favourites. I always still lean towards the Phase 1 over the Phase 2, but I love the Phase 2 as well. And yeah, I reckon the next video we'll take a look at the Phase 2, because that saw some interesting releases. I've got a custom to compare it to. So we might go with the Phase 2 next time and just round up some Rexy goodness. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Captain Rex. Let's pop his other helmet on just so you can see what he looked like. It's still not a bad look. You know, it's definitely a little bit more defined. Feels a little bit more along lines of the Tartakovsky animation, I guess, in a way. So maybe a little bit more exaggerated in its sort of flared bits and its visor. But yeah, this one will be the way to go for me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you did. And yeah, if you want to see more Clone Wars stuff, let me know. Because if it's not for people watching it, I wouldn't be doing it. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again real soon. Till then, may the Force be with you always.